And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of DoGsCast. We are on episode 50 and episode 60, and the final episode of Scrungus's weapon arc. We're going to be taking a few moments to send out our links, let people know that we are live, and spread the word. So sit back and relax in the meantime, because pretty soon you won't be able to relax. Thank you for joining us, and we will be starting with our session in about 10 or so minutes. Jer, please play music.
Yes,
Hello. I'm doing a tweet.
I was getting to.
Right. Gotta pull up Twitchy. Give people a little bit to stroll on in here, and then we have some things to talk about, as we usually do. What?
But
Five Nights at Freddy.
Wait, I didn't.
Five Nights at Freddy?
Five Nights at Freddy.
Five Nights at Freddy.
Freddy.
Holy crap! I gotta let our Discord know.
Discord.
I'm howling at the moon.
I'm howling.
Sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon?
Discord. Whatever will we do? Alright, Discord.
Yeah, first password.
Where is that? Episode 60. This music is nice, Jer. Our music is provided by Epidemic Sounds. Is it too loud? A little loud for me. I should say. That's better. Alright. Discord is notified. So true. Is there anywhere else we need to put this? Is there anyone in chat? Hi, Nick.
Hello, Nick.
Welcome to chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have some things to talk about, but I want to give people a little bit to stroll on in first.
Are you ready to talk about our Lord and Savior, Five Nights at Freddy?
I still find it so funny that filter sounds like,
It's
oh, Tetris, yeah.
That's the point.
I love it.
If I hold the note, it plays the song.
So true. Alright. Is there any Discord servers we need to send this to?
Wait for the
I let
link.
ours know. Hello, named. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you are too. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Because I am being funny before she gets sued.
DoGsCast. Not true, DoGsCast.
Unless it isn't.
Unless it isn't. In this case, it sure is.
Double check.
What is happening?
Did you
DoGsCast.
confirm that it is DoGsCast?
How are we doing? How are we doing? There's epic music playing. There's a warning on the screen. You can just tell it's gonna be a great episode. Did I do
I can
everything?
try.
Uh-huh.
This one's just so cute.
I wonder what this. Oh, I am baby.
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 Five Nights at Freddy.
Five Nights Freddy.
Just typing something.
There be typing.
There's kicking me out of the server.
I think I've done. Twitter is notified. Five Nights at Freddy is notified.
Why is Torleth gone? Okay, there.
Torleth gone?
I pressed enter and he moved like 10 spaces.
Every DoGsCast episode is good. Thank you, named. We appreciate it. Alright.
I don't know, named. You haven't seen episode 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the first couple episodes of the show are a little rough, but took us a bit to find our groove. But that's what our recaps are for. That's what our recaps are for. So it's about to, the practice. Nick, no. The practice episode was so good, and it was a joy to have you with us.
Yes.
Subjet throws Jet like a javelin, but in a loving way.
Holds Jet like a volleyball.
Punts Jet like a football.
A little basketball. So it's about to be 10 o'clock, so I'm just gonna start segueing a little bit into what we need to talk about here. This is the final episode of Scrungus's Awakening arc. Not Awakening. Oh my god. Scrungus's Weapon arc. I apologize. Episode 60. And next week is our mid-season finale. Our mid-season finale will be our last episode before we go on a month-long hiatus. Please watch tonight. Please watch next week. They're very important episodes that we've been working very hard on. Those older episodes lead to how the show is now, thus giving them value. You're so right. We wouldn't be here without those rough couple episodes, but yeah, we wouldn't be at episode 60 if we didn't have episode 1. So I guess it's good for that. But episode 60, episode 61, our mid-season finale next week, and then we will be going on break, coming back on April 4th with some new stuff. I don't know if we want to talk about what will be happening in April, but just stick with us and be patient. We're working on a ton of stuff.
I can't wait to see who gets the coveted episode 69.
Oh, we'll have to see.
I can give you a rough
Named,
guess.
I will strangle you.
There should be a rough estimate of who might get it. Yeah, we'll be back in April. That'll be episode 62. We'll do some promo for it. But for now, watch tonight and watch next week. As far as tonight is concerned, this is a heavier episode. Please, if you are in the audience, please do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. There is some major death and emotional intensity in this episode as a content warning, and we just want everyone to be prepared and taking care of themselves throughout this episode. If they need to take a step away, please do so. Just giving you all the warning ahead of time so you can do whatever you need to do to prepare for it. It's a heavy one, but it should be a good one, and we thank you for sticking with us.
Episode 69 should either be Raz or Day.
Awesome!
Oh my god.
Huh.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
They're both,
Asexual.
yes,
Arrow ace, both of them.
but both of those sessions are doozies for different reasons.
Yeah. Ugh. Alright.
Look out for them, because they're gonna be fun.
Yeah, so the second half of the show is gonna be a lot. So you'll probably be seeing
Take that seat buckle.
and
pull
strap in.
right over your shoulder.
Pull it right in. Yep.
Click.
And this is just the start of that. So, as we said, please take care of yourself. This is an emotionally heavier episode. The next one might be as well. So please just take care of yourselves and do whatever you need to do to be prepared. We've been working very, very hard on this show, and it's all kind of culminating to tonight and next week. Thank you for all of your support. We appreciate it so, so much. And please stay tuned. Like we said, we've been working very, very hard on this, and it means a lot to us. So thank you. And with that, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. Do we want to get into our introductions?
Hello, everybody. My name is Jer. My pronouns are they, them, and I am the DM of DoGsCast.
Hello, my name is Jasper. I use he, him pronouns. Tonight I'm going to be playing Callisto Polaris.
My name is Lynn, and My pronouns are they, them. And tonight I will be playing Five Nights City and CC Mars.
Hello, my name is Torleth. My pro. What? My name is.
My God, is that Torleth from DoGsCast?
I'm dying. My name is dying. My name is Lucio. My pronouns are he, they, and I will be playing Torleth and Balder.
Hi, I'm Tyler. Hi, Tyler.
Hi,
My
Tyler.
pronouns
Hi,
are he,
Tyler.
him. I, he, him. And tonight I'm going to be playing Scrungus. Hi,
Hi,
Scrungus.
All right. Lynn, would you like to give us one of your classic recaps?
Can I take sippy of Sprite first?
Yes.
No.
I guess I'll choke then.
I said yes. Woo! Let's go.
I just got popped one of my candies.
What kind of candy?
It's a dice. A die, if you will.
So last episode on DoGsCast, we were just chilling in like the little like fort base thing that we set up in the underground barracks, and then it was just like up, and up. There's people here now, and are like, we're the Tempest Knights. Also, we have precious gift from above, CL right here, and I'm Kyson, and I'm the leader around for the Tempest Knights, and we worship the lightning god. And the party was like, yeah, we're gonna team up with you, and you're gonna help us kill the spiders. Better not tell the religious group that we plan to kill their gods. Wee woo, wee woo. So we went out, and we went out into the. We went. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay though. So we went out into and then we went to see the lights of the city. Look around, look around. There's spiders everywhere. We had to beat up spiders so we could open the door. Which way did the door swing? Doesn't matter. Levers and door was stuck, and then there were more spiders, and then Balder didn't do anything. Definitely didn't do anything. Don't check the VOD. It's fine.
Don't
And
check
then
the
we
clips.
don't check the clip. And then we fought it into the spiders and we won. And then we talked to Best Boy and Kaisen.
It should be noted that Kyson is not the leader of the Tempest Knight.
I am not smart.
Also, two of the Tempest Knights just fucking died.
Oh yeah, two of them got fucking smoked.
But it's fine.
They were really pretty statues, and then they got exploded.
All right.
Position.
All right. Are
You're
we ready to go?
transitioning? Congrats. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Thank you back. That's too somber.
I'd say that's too upbeat.
I mean, that's what I meant to say.
Hold on, we're just figuring out our music, which is provided by Epidemic Sounds. Epidemic Sounds provides our music. Thank you, Epidemic Sounds.
Oh, awesome thing that the Valdor playlist is empty.
Oops.
Oops.
That's useful. Cookie.
Hi, everyone. Jer doesn't know what they're doing. Hold on.
I do know what I'm doing.
Jer sucks. I'm joking.
I was just trying to pick the correct.
All right.
Best one.
Pull it in.
Oh, crack my little finger. Okay. Ready?
Yep. Ready.
The morning has come. The suns have risen, and you meet back, stepping out of what little houses you were able to stay in. heading back to the courtyard of the gears and taking stock of the morning. The sun glittering off of the gears in Valdor. For a moment, things are peaceful. Things seem like they could be normal. Yet, an impending sense of doom still stands over the city itself. You all line up. Get ready for what this day will bring you.
Balder is probably gonna, being the general he is, he's gonna make himself present in front of everyone. And he's gonna... Well, with the doors open and most of the citizens out, we can finally hit the problem at its heart. We can finally go in and take out the mother, which will hopefully conclude the problem. Me and Andrew will be going into the Heart Forge, while Pendrell will lead the rest of you to go make sure the rest of the spiders are out. And make sure there's no more people left in the city.
Wait. Scrungus, who has been lingering between his two fathers, trudges forward. We go with you.
Scrungus, no. I give you your orders. You're going with Pendrell. You're going into the Champions Hall to go get the other spiders. See if anything is left to get out of the city. And then we'll meet up afterwards.
No. He's impatiently stomping his feet. We go with Alder and Andrew. Pendrell can lead everyone else. Scrungus, stop dumb spiders with dads.
First time, he's gonna look a little angry at Scrungus. Not angry as in he's gonna start yelling at him, but he's gonna usher him to the side. And once I get to the side, he's just gonna sigh heavily. Listen, Scrungus. I can't let you go in there with us.
Why not? Me plenty strong now, and me have no intention of leading behind Balder and Andrew. We smash dumb spiders together as family.
But you should be protecting your friends.
Me friend, plenty strong. Callisto, Cece, Torleth, everyone plenty strong by themselves. Me not see you in year. Me want fight alongside you again like old time.
This is not like the old times. Scrungus, let me tell you something. When I was your age, I was just like you. I wanted to fight. I was brooding. I was not much for talking either. But I met some people. One of them being Magdalene. The others... We won't talk about them now. I met them after leaving home. Because, as you know, Valdor was not my original home. I thought I could do something. Just by myself. And someone got really hurt. And we didn't know if we could save them in time. So what I'm trying to say is, if you stick with your friends, everything will be okay.
But what about you?
Me and Andrew will be fine. I got Ferris. He has once wielded Ferris. And Pendrell will keep the rest of you safe.
Scrungus, like a petulant child, keeps looking back at everyone else, congregating amongst a force of how many? Let's see. Callisto, CC, Torleth, Xavier, Pendrell, Raz. That's a good 5, 6 people. And he looks frustrated, rolling his eyes and stomping his feet, clutching at his sword impatiently. No. We go with Boulder and Andrew. Me not. He actually seems a little upset at the response that he's been getting. Me not leaving. End of discussion.
He gives him a look again, but gives another good sigh and puts a hand on his shoulder. Fine. Fine. But remember, you've made your choice. And there's always someone watching. And at that point, he doesn't say anything else and goes back to Andrew.
Scrungus kind of lets out a huff as Balder walks off. Someone watching.
Alright. And he addresses everyone again. Alright. Scrungus will also be coming with us. So, Pendrell, you will be in charge of everyone else going to the Champions Hall. Me, Andrew, and Scrungus will be going to the Heart Forge. Once everything's clear, you can come meet us back in the middle.
You got it. Hopefully my room's still intact. I want to pick up some stuff I left there.
I doubt it.
Yeah, me too.
So you holla if you need anything, alright?
He trudges off with Andrew and Scrungus.
Callisto nods as they go by.
Scrungus stops in between the two groups. Just kind of looks everyone over. Nods. They don't need me. Me fine with Balder and Andrew. Just trudges behind his two dads.
For the larger party, you head off to the Champions Hall, which is just south of the arena. It's a very standard area. It's large apartment buildings for the most part. They're luxurious. It's where the champions of the arena, anyone who fights in it, usually rest unless they're actively in the barracks. You may notice that Rasmesis has put the mask on. But you all fight through what spiders are there, but don't find anything out of the ordinary. Just a bunch of the leftover smaller spiders and one or two of the larger females, which Rasmesis, turning into one of the demons from Fjoden, rips apart with ease, with almost a sense of satisfaction. Changes back. If there's anything to be said, that would be the time.
Callisto probably doesn't say anything, but he does exchange some glances with Torleth and Cece, notably, upon watching Rasmesis kind of just start tearing these spiders limb from limb. Probably doesn't say anything, but is definitely looking at them to make sure that they're also seeing what he's seeing.
You think we should go check on him?
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Right.
Whenever Torleth looks at Rasmesis, his skin goes a little grayer, a little bluer than usual.
Would you like to roll a little perception check, Torla?
Yes. That is a 25.
Remember how we said that Rasmesis' tattoos almost looked alive last time? Or not tattoos, they're marking. You notice this time seeping from under the mask what looks like ears made of black, dropping to the ground in his wake. On closer inspection, you notice that there is a stretch of black coursing through coursing under his skin like veins. So, you've known Rasmesis a while. Doesn't have veins.
Torleth, upon realizing this, he's gonna look a little off. Like, almost unrealistically, it's distraught. He can't hold back his emotions anymore because of the amount of pressure he put back when he was back at Mount Morocco during his weapon arc. So he just can't hold that back, and he's just putting two and two together, but he won't tell anyone. He's just gonna look really, really distraught and just keep his eyesight away from Rasmesis for a while.
Everyone seems to... Cece's kind of muttering to half Callisto, mostly herself. Just whoever will listen, just... Everyone looks so dreary. This is the end of this, right? We're just cleaning up now. And we should all be happy, right? That we're gonna finally finish saving this town?
Callisto kind of just gives her a look. He doesn't say it. He just doesn't have the greatest feeling right now. but he kind of just gives Cece a look, tries to nod at her, like, I understand where you're coming from kind of nod. But you can just see in his eyes that there's a bit of bleakness still. We should just keep going.
Yeah. Job's not done yet.
As for our other heroes, time we head over to them. Are you able to see Lucia?
I can see like a faint red outline of everything.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
There is a red lighting in this area.
Okay. Cool.
As you step in what is known as city's Heart Forge, it is the heart of Valdor, not geographically, but mechanically. This is where Ferris belongs. This is where everything is processed through. This is the start of the mechanism. When placing Ferris in the keyhole in the center of the room and turning it, it is what keeps Valdor turning, like a key to an engine. Powered by thick lava that rests and powers a thermal engine in the upper left and right corners. So you watch as the gears are just slowly grinding, losing almost their life.
Me not like that sign.
Would you like to head over the
Yes.
charging point?
Yes.
I'm showing Ferris on screen now. This is what Protector Ferris looks like. Almost two identical keys that can be put together and slotted right into the keyhole. Oh, whoops. Not supposed to. Would you like to attempt to restart the mechanism?
I don't have to put in both pieces, right?
You usually just put it in, turn, and pull it out. It's less than
Oh, okay.
It's not like a debilitating thing. It takes all of one powerful turn.
Okay. Yeah.
You reattach Ferris together, putting it in its slot, and give a mighty heave, turning it clockwise one full time, and releasing it. This would normally cause all the gears to begin springing to life, but instead they keep a slow, monotonous turning. You hear a deep growling, and sat on one of the descending from the roof down to the two central gears is a large female solder spike. Change one of the settings to audience. landing Solder Spider Mother. Massive in size, larger than any of the other spiders you've seen to date. Her head is the size of Balder. And the back is the size of Balder Scrungus. And Balder and Scrungus again. Each leg coated with a different type of metal. Cobalt, gold, platinum, copper, lead, bismuth, and rose gold. As she slowly twitches, shrieking and looking at you, you can see signs of intelligence behind her eyes. You guess this is where the now less intelligent of the solder spiders are getting their orders from. There's a low rumble.
Scrungus is angrily panting. He's already have both of his hands clutching at his greatsword. There it is. Dumb spider ruined Scrungus. Dumb spider. Make Baldur bad. Separate Scrungus from Baldur. Me smash dumb spider. Me no care. Me strong enough now. Time to take it back. Scrungus is already advancing towards the spider at, comparatively speaking, to his average trudge, an alarming speed.
Would you like to roll initiative?
Yes. Balder, before he goes too far off, he's just gonna almost yell to Scrungus to not go too far from him and Andrew. Just try to stay with them as much as he can. He probably doesn't need to listen.
Scrungus does something akin to looking over towards Balder and Andrew, but he gives the equivalency of a few grunts, just kind of a yeah, but, huffs back something along the lines of, me strong enough. Time for Scrungus to protect Balder. Roll initiative while I am at it. Thank God for doubles clause.
Right? As honest. Right? Balder, you're gonna be first up.
He's just gonna walk. He's just gonna go right next to Scrungus and hold action.
The Spider Queen is not even able to step towards you. The weight of its own body has grown to a point where she is far too encumbered by her own armor. you start to watch as the liquid that you've seen many times starts to drip down and get spat right at you, Scrungus. Almost in retaliation to your remarks at it.
Oh, this'll be good.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Proficiency in that. Wonderful. It's a 17.
You just managed to pass it. You feel the you feel the liquid begin to touch your skin, and it is a very fast burning sensation, but you're able to swipe it off quickly. This might not be good for your skin, seeing as you're made of metal.
In retaliation, I'm going to say, for the sake of flavor, that it probably lands on his leg and burns a hole in his overalls. Kind of just stomps his feet, sturdying his stance. And while it, at the very least, damages the contents of his clothing, he's just able to shake it off. He growls a bit, scowling at the spider and probably turning back to face Balder and Andrew. His expression softens for a moment, but as soon as he turns back towards the spider, he's practically on the verge of howling in anger.
You're up, Scrungus.
Okay, Scrungus is going to rage. And not in the means of using it as an offensive attack, but he charges towards the Salder Spider Queen for 2 hefty swings. And he's throwing his weight into these swings, too. Alright, let's see what I can do. Okay. That first swing is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And the second swing is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Wonderful. All right. That is 20 points of damage.
You're able to slice through some of the softer armor. Probably the lead is one of the softer metals, right? I believe lead is a soft metal.
Aluminum and lead, I think, yeah.
You're able to cut into the lead with fair ease and, break the skin of it. It looks aggravated, but not too injured. Andrew, seeing this opening, rushes up, sword behind, and attempts to do almost a jumping cleave. Get that roll. but is going to just get knocked away by a leg and use his blade to ground himself and stop himself from flying further away. Balder.
Ooh. Gonna move and do 2 attacks with Ferris. A 20 and a 31.
The 20 does not hit. 31 hits.
Jesus Christ.
This thing is made of armor.
Yeah. 19 damage.
You take the opening that Scrungus gives you and you launch your blade right into it. And it follows up immediately with 2 heavy strikes. One of them going to be a crit, and the other one is definitely going to miss.
2.
The crit is going to be on Scrungus. Let me open the calculator. Well, gonna be about 4 damage to you, Scrungus. Actually 2 because it would be piercing from this one. So, it lands what should have been a very strong blow against you. You're able to kind of just laugh it off.
Wait, wouldn't piercing be nullified?
Oh wait, yes, piercing is nullified. You're right. I thought it was double reduced.
Steps into the attack as a sign of showing off his superiority. His mighty stance. I don't know why I'm flavoring this so dramatically, but Scrungus sees the crit coming, looks over to his dad's, and bears a toothy grin as he leans his weight into it and absorbs the strike in and of its entirety.
However, in doing so, it is able to quickly analyze you. And it registers in a split second that attempting to stab you through will not help it. And the next attack that ended up missing is more of a heavy drop that you step out of the way of.
Okay.
Seeing Scrungus be so... what's the word?
Brazen?
Yeah. Balder just kind of looks disappointed. Like, he's not gonna look, like, too disappointed towards him, but he's just disappointed.
Alright, Scrungus.
Okay, we are gonna do 2 more attacks on this big mama with the great sword. I'll go reckless on that. That is a 21 on the first attack.
The 21 misses.
21 misses. Okay, good to know. And second attack. That's another 21.
Those both miss.
I'll say for the sake of flavor that, you know, Scrungus is getting cocky at this point. He hasn't really process the fact that he's in as much danger as he is. He tries to almost carry the weight of his greatsword for like a spin on his swing, and it just clinks off twice. When he, reassesses his stance, and notices that he's done absolutely nothing. He just gets angrier.
You notice that in order to block your attack, it moved its cobalt leg in the way and caught the blade on its flat to deflect it.
Okay, alright.
It's displaying very clear levels of intelligence. Andrew's going to rush back in and attempt to hack away at the leaden leg. 28. A miss. Going to deal 10 damage to the Spider Queen. And pass over to Balder.
Like Balder had something that raises his hit dice. Can't find it because there's so much shit that Balder has. Balder is going to try to hit 2 times with his Ferris again, and also use Foregone Bastion. Which is, as a bonus action, you may increase your extra attacks by 2 additional attacks this turn. Each of these attacks deal an extra additional d8 of damage, and the final blow of this attack is counted as a crit. So, oh boy.
That's the final ability for your class, right?
No, that is Ferris's Wakened ability.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So he probably puts the 2 points of Ferris together and starts spinning it like a helicopter blade. So, is that 2 or 4 attacks?
That is
3 or 4 attacks.
That is 3 attacks, and then the 4th one automatically hits.
Okay. So, I will roll 3 times. 27, a 29, and a crit. So 2 crits.
Alright. For the 29, it is going to Cutting Words.
Oh.
Yes. Roll a... I roll a d12 to remove from it. That is 8 removed from it. So that one no longer hits.
Ooh, okay.
As you are making your attack, the first one lands and it growls back at you. And the force of the growl knocks you off balance, but then you get more determined with your next strikes.
So 1 attack and then 2 crits. And I added extra d8 to both of those, okay. Okay, 1.
I mean, I'd say go for smites on the crits.
Oh, yeah. How many is that? What's my divine smite?
Smite at 20th level, I believe, is...
My improved divine smite. Oh, I just do divine smite just cuz at 11th level. What the fuck? So I also do an extra 6 damage. Oh my god. Shit. How much is it for divine smite?
A lot. That's what I can say.
There's a lot of damage happening right now.
Yeah.
By 11th level, you were so suffused with righteous might that all your melee weapons strikes carry divine power with them. Whenever you hit a creature with melee
Yes,
attacks, creature
that is.
extra d8 of radiant.
Yes, I know that.
It ultimately depends on how many spell slots you're burning for this.
Might as well use all of them. So 5th level.
2d8 for a first level spell slot, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first, to a maximum of 5d8.
Okay, so I'm doing 78 and no, 88 because my 98. What? Because my improved divine smite. Oh my god.
And then make sure on the weapon swing, you...
Okay, so 28 from the d8s,
I'll keep a running calculation of this.
and then 12 from the not crit.
So we have...
So 28 plus 12.
Are we doubling anything from Divine Smite?
Yes, the Divine Smite rolls are doubled.
Okay, so 28 double, that is 56. 12 from the...
And then 30. And then...
Is 30 from the Divine Smite? Or...
No, that is from the crit.
Okay, so 30...
No, it's just 30.
Okay.
Because I already did all the divine smites and improved smites.
Okay.
And then I also did the Unforgone Batch. And then another 26.
Okay, so let me just quickly add this up for you. Hold me for some
Christ,
minute
Baldur.
while I calculate this out. So that's 56 plus 12 plus 30 plus 26. Baldur deals 124 damage to this big mama spider.
Yikes!
Yikes. Jesus Christ.
With this
Unders-
blow, you sever the leaden leg. However, blood similar to the viscous fluid that it's able to create from its jaws spills out on all three of you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
19?
16.
And Andrew. Yes. Andrew and Scrungus, you both fail this throw.
Bruh.
You have your ACs reduced by... Where's the dice that I want? Why don't I just open it? By 5.
So
Andrew's new AC is 10.
Shit.
And she is going to, now that it is her turn.
Wait, what? Oh, yes it is.
Yeah.
Oops.
It was
Oh,
just,
shit.
I just hadn't moved it since Andrew.
Mm.
But it's going to be a 29 to hit Scrungus.
yeah, that's gonna hit.
And then a 20 to hit Andrew. Scrungus, this is bludgeoning now.
Okay, so that's... I have weakness to that, so that is increased damage.
Yep, it's doubled. You're going to take 16 points of damage from that.
Okay.
And Andrew is going to take 7. Not as bad. Andrew deals better with bludgeoning damage than Scrungus does.
Mm.
And it is going to use a legendary action to activate a spell. itself for 68.
Holy shit. Wow.
All right. And it is now Scrungus' turn.
Okay. Trungus kind of unclenches after having his AC reduced. And yeah, he doesn't feel as hefty set as he had a few moments prior, but he refuses to relent in his assault. And while he lets out a mighty roar as he pounds his chest, is a warrior's sign of respect to his fathers, especially Balder, who just tore this big mama spider asunder. Scrungus goes for 2 more attacks. We'll go reckless on that, see what happens. Yeah, no, that's not hitting. That's an 18 on the first strike.
Mm-hmm.
And the second strike. Oh, yeah. That's a natural 1. So, yeah.
Both.
Scrungus. I'm just for the sake of flavor. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, it's
On the
okay.
first strike, Scrungus tries to slam into this big spider, and he's getting visibly frustrated at the fact that all the while he's slamming into it over and over again, and nothing is happening, to the point that his next swing, the natural 1, all but whiffs at the air. He's, again, stomping his feet. He's growling. Balder, you can probably see this, but he's looking downright disappointed, ashamed of himself even.
In your moment of shame, the bismuth leg swipes around you and crushes you down to the ground, holding you in place as it twists its body and turns towards you and begins attempting to drip acid on you.
Okay.
Getting in position for what appears to be a devastating attack. Andrew is going to attempt to lift the leg off of you, but is just going to get blasted away by one of the other legs.
Balder, as a reaction, since he has Ferris, he's gonna use Aegis Everlasting on this. It's an action, but it's also a reaction. When a creature within 5 feet of you would be targeted for an attack, you can direct an attack to yourself.
Is this against Andrews?
Oh, I thought this was against Scrungus.
No,
Against Scrungus.
not yet.
Okay, then I will wait.
It is your turn.
Okay, so I'll use that against whenever it is going for an attack to Scrungus, so I will hold my action until it tries to hit Scrungus. So he's probably just gonna move towards Scrungus and tries to get in front of him.
Are you attempting to get the leg off of him as well?
Yes.
Okay. As you're attempting to pull the bismuth leg off of Scrungus, you watch as it raises the cobalt leg into the air and begins covering it and coating it with acid. And it goes to strike down onto Scrungus for what would be a devastating blow right through the stomach.
Nope. Give it to me. Give it to me now.
And that is going to be a crit.
Amazing.
That is going to be 50 points of damage. And you instead get sliced through the stomach by this as you catch it. And you can feel its metallic melting acid begin burning through your stomach. Even your organs themselves are coated in a metallic flesh, and you can feel it seeping into your body. At this point, it lets you go, Scrungus.
Scrungus, watching helplessly as his father effectively is pierced with a blow that was intended for him, cries out in retaliation. No! He's going to rise to his feet. His attention is no longer on the spider in front of him, and his reckless assault has not ended just quite yet, but his attention is focused on Balder, and solely Balder in this moment.
Balder is probably coughing up who knows what. He's clutching his stomach, trying to keep away from the acid, but still, upwards towards his chest most. But he still has Ferris in its double form right now. So, and he's still trying to keep Scrungus away from the spider, and has Ferris pointed at the spider.
Scrungus is trying to step past Balder. We could probably change this around just a smidgen.
Balder is going to elbow him in the chest.
He's gonna try this at least one or two more times, and I'm going to assume is met with pretty much the exact same response.
Yeah. Each time, Balder is going to get more doubled over each time, and more distraught.
I'm gonna say that this is tricky. There's, feasibly speaking, not much that I can do in this situation.
At this point, the rest of the party rushes in, you guys not having met up with them in time, and they went out searching for you. Noticing everything that's happening, Andrew's gonna step to you, Balder, and gently lower Ferris. Let them take care of the rest of it. We need to get you somewhere safe. Please.
Oh, I can still fight.
You have a gash in your stomach, and the acid is burning away into you. Rungus has got this. You need a rest.
No. At that point, his voice goes dry and coarse, and he can't, mutter out a no anymore, so let's Andrew take him.
Pendril quickly flies over, and steps under your arm and moves the two of you away. Well,
Grungus is watching Balder, who, his father to him is this indomitable warrior, this impenetrable bastion of strength and defense, as he's effectively tank a blow that was all but intended for him. And he's not exactly sure what to do in this instance. He's, for the first time in the entirety of Strungus's life looks legitimately panicked. Not even when facing down the Godslayer, who all but rendered his jaw useless for months on end. Did he feel the fear that's building up inside him? He steadies his stance, but still he keeps looking away from what's happening right before his eyes.
At some point, as soon as probably he lets himself go into Andrew's arms, Balder drops Ferris and it goes back to its single blade form. And it's just laying there.
There's that distinct spider hissing, just kind of lingering in the air as the clatter of Ferris crashes to the floor. And, well, while the cacophony of gears and acid is hissing around Scrungus, Scrungus locks eyes with Balder's sword, Ferris. Now, Scrungus really isn't sure what to do in this instance, and is trying to get Balder's attention, but it's coming out as little more than panicked whimpers. Balder, you can probably hear Scrungus. Balder, you... No, Balder, me. Scrungus is in a panic. Huffing and puffing, panting. And Balder, probably the last time that you turn your shoulder before trying to bolster yourself up via Andrew and Pendrell with what strength you have, you see tears in Scrungus's eyes as he scrambles for the sword.
Amazing.
What? Oh. I have added everybody.
Lol.
Does Balder say anything to Scrungus?
He can't.
Okay.
The last thing you probably hear with what I'm presuming little consciousness you have remaining, Scrungus is blubbering, fumbling with his words as he attempts to formulate some kind of response. But you can hear him say something akin to, "Please be safe, Dad." Be safe, Dad. He speaks, but to no one in particular. Maybe to himself, maybe to the party rallying in, watching all of this happen. behind me. Me will be shield. Almost as if to imitate Balder.
Andrew and Pendrell walk Balder off to find somewhere safe. Pendrell stopping to stay behind with the others to make sure there's at least one of the militia members to ensure their safety. At this point, the rest of the group would approach the central gear. And oddly enough, the mother appears to be waiting for something. You've been allowed time to recover, almost. A short, maybe like 5-10 minutes, which within a battle is always is foreboding. And you begin to hear clattering from the sides and behind you as 5 incredibly sized male spiders begin to approach. That's Balder. Balder does.
Alter is located your location and is approaching quickly.
They appear to be getting ready to ambush you, though not hiding their intention at all. Everybody got their initiatives in?
Here.
Well,
Reorder it.
Excuse me.
back to Grungus.
Let's go.
I'm just shooting a quick message in the chat just for clarification. So I can adjust. Okay. So that means the max would be increased, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that is
You'd get that HP. It would go up by
max
14.
total? Okay, go up by 14.
And then you'd get 14 back for that.
Okay. And then that is 1. 9. Okay. As Scrungus grips his father's blade, you know, this sword that he's watched Balder do battle with hundreds of times, he feels something. He's gods know what. The big guy barely reacts to the change in his physical prowess. He's just locked onto the position where Balder had been standing. But he breathes in, breathes out, takes a breather. And he's going to adjust himself and probably charge at one of these big spiders. There are a lot of these. Hold on a minute. They have all kinds of different things.
Before you do, Xavier is gonna turn back to you. Hey, don't worry about that queen over there. You got these ones.
Grungus does not respond, but gives Xavier little more than a very worried stare, blinks, turns back towards the Queen Spider, and he's going to charge. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet on this charge. And I have to make an attack roll for that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a glance at this. Alright. I'll go reckless on that. I am rolling nothing but 21s tonight, and that's hilarious.
Rolling 21s, my friend.
Yeah, it's a 21 on the first one, which I know doesn't hit.
Well, you've
Oh.
sheared off one of its legs, so its AC would naturally go down by at least 1. So the new
Listen.
AC is 20.
Joyous occasion! So it hits. So that is 1d6 for every 5 feet. That was 35 feet. So that is 7d6 plus my attack modifier, which is
35 feet, you say?
35 feet, you say? That's not the time.
That's a lot of distance that Skrungus has covered.
That is 28 damage. And additionally, I can make... Would the charge count as my attack? Or can I
believe
get a
so.
swing off? Okay, then in that case, I just want to double check this for myself. I get an additional 5 points of damage, so that 28 becomes a 33.
Okay.
Grungus charges in a way that isn't quite like how he normally goes about attacking. He charges with his buckler that he has strapped to his arm like a barrier in front of him and slams into the colossal Soldier Spider Queen with a hefty slug. And that's my turn.
She is going to use her legendary action spell. I'm going to need charisma saving throws from... How many of you are there? 1, 2,
7.
3, 7. Okay. So, going Scrungus 1, Tora 2, going from there around the gear. 6. So CC, charisma saving throw. Reroll. Roll. Rasmesis saving throw. And Scrungus saving throw. This is-
26. Do I have to make?
No, it's just the people who were told to.
That is a 12.
Okay. Lynn, is that your role in the chat? Lynn?
Lynn's muted.
Lynn, you are muted.
Lynn is unmuted now.
Hello?
Lynn, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, Lynn's mic has broken. Okay. So you pass that. Then Rasmesis has to make the roll. Rasmesis fails. So, Scrungus, you and Rasmesis are under the effect of Bane. Whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw until the Spider Queen's constitution is broken, you subtract a d4 from attack rolls and saving throws.
Is that a d4 of our own roll, or are you rolling that?
You roll it to make it easier.
Oh, that's fine.
Can I be
Okay.
heard now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yay. Sorry, I guess my mic hella broke for a minute, but I fixed it.
And she's going to now make a crashing attack down on you for 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Another 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Big Rasmesis.
Oh.
On Rasmesis' turn, you watch as his body shifts once more to that of the demon. Except now there is a thick, viscous, black fungus exuding from his body. It seems to get worse every time that he shifts. But he is going to rush over. And he's gonna miss because of the Bane. Xavier and Pendrell are going to head down for this spider over here. And they're going to work together to attempt to wail on it with their fiery hands. And they're gonna hit. They're going to deal 23 damage, leading us to Torleth's turn.
Sio has left the room for just a moment's time. He will be back in a minute.
Okay. We will pause on...
Oh, Lucio is back.
Hello, Lucio, it is your turn.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah, why the fuck not? Orlith is gonna use Phantasmal Killer. Just cuz. Which is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And he's gonna do it, the one to his left.
Big axe.
Yeah.
Fighter 1.
Right there, one.
Is it charisma, you said? Or wisdom?
A wisdom.
Oh, good choice on your part. 8.
Fails.
Yes.
That is 7d10.
Goodbye, biter.
Psychic damage. That is
Yeah.
31 psychic damage.
That's a lot. Alright.
As Torleth just infiltrates the spider's non-existent mind and just gives it images of it melting to death.
You are giving a spider nightmares.
Yep,
Nightmares.
Torleth has had it.
DC.
CC time! I can only reach one of them, so I guess Raz is getting some backup. Because I can just barely reach this boy. And I'm gonna... You know what? Let's go for the big boy. Let's make it big boy. Big boy. I assume a 28 hits?
Yes.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Alright, so that's gonna be 3d10, right?
Yes.
Or is it d8?
No, it's D12 if it's big.
Oh yeah, it's d12. Sorry, I have smooth brain. And with a plus 15, as that motherfucker takes 34 points of bludgeoning damage. Is it still alive?
Oh, very.
Then I'm gonna use my action surge because I have not used it yet and I keep forgetting to use it. So that's 3 more attacks.
For reference, you've made little more than a dent in its large shield on its back.
Oh wait, I forgot to. That should be 9 more damage. I forgot to add it. I forgot to add the extra +3 for each attack because it's big. Anyway, does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
Alright, so that's 2 more d12 plus 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 6 16, right? Yeah. So it takes 17 more bludgeoning damage as I continue to just wail on this thing.
Callisto.
Alright. Callisto it runs forward to one over here with the scythes. Topical. And he is going to activate what is it called? He's gonna activate his Ring of Red Giants. The 6 suns start floating around him. And this spider across from him is going to make going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. $11.
That is a fail.
Mm-hmm.
The suns around him align, and they all rush towards this spider for 10d8 radiant damage, which is going to be 54 points of radiant damage, and then an extra, I don't think it matters, but it's gonna end up being 56. Because I get 2 extra points of fire damage. So, 6 little suns here around Callisto and just wail on this spider.
It is going to use its deflect missiles to knock one of them out of the air, lessening its damage by at least a small margin. Rungus. Hi, everybody is currently muted. How is the audience?
I'm here. I'm just making sure y'all can't hear me when I sip my
Okay.
drink.
Oh, Talia, I was muted. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I'm sorry. I just don't want y'all to hear my ice sloshy round while I sip my drink.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay. I just looked and there was a mute on everything. I'm like,
Thank
okay.
you. I'm sorry. I completely forgot that I muted. My apologies. Regardless, as I was saying, Scrungus goes for 2 more attacks on the big mama spider. And it seems like he's starting to regain his composure, even if only just a little bit.
Excuse me.
But
That's why I was muted.
he's still clearly in distress as he makes these next 2 attacks. I'm gonna mulligan that because that fell out. Reckless. That's a 28 to hit, which I know that does for
Yes.
a fact. And then second attack, that's a 23 to hit. So both of those hit. That's
Yes.
great. We are doing I actually have to take a look at this real quick. That is 4d6 plus 5. And that is 23 points of damage on the big mama spider.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Nope, never mind.
More or
We're good.
less. It's all good?
Yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
I just thought I messed up a calculation there, but no, we're fine.
She is going to attempt to hit you 2 more times with her large thwacky. 27 and 19. Does 19 hit?
Lucio.
Huh?
No, this
What?
is on you, Scrungus.
Yeah, it's a monster.
Toralef. Okay, what were the numbers? I'm sorry.
27 and 19.
19 misses, 27 hits.
That is going to be another 12 points.
Unless, no, the armor class decreases. Hasn't gone away.
No, it hasn't.
Okay, no, then yeah. 27 hits,
Yeah.
19 misses.
Does 23 hit?
Yes, just barely.
It expended one of its inspirations. It only has one left. But that is a 12 and a 10 for damage.
So there's minus 1. That is fine.
And those are bludgeoning.
Okay, so that's full damage.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
made sure
you
to do the
accounted for
doubling.
it.
Yeah. Corlett, this one's gonna start charging at you. Blisto, this one's charging at you. This one's charging at Cece. This one is locked in combat with Raz. Alright. Spider 1, Axes, is going to rage.
Rage.
Rage, yes.
Bob Spider.
Bub, welcome to Babe Spider. Okay, so that's 2 battle axe attacks against you. 24 and crit.
Goodbye, Toraleth. This man is a stick.
It's okay, it's okay. First one is 7.
More like
Second one is
dead.
10. So 17 points of damage against you.
Well, I guess that isn't bad. Okay.
In
He's
retro,
thriving.
in perspective, Callisto, this one on you. Going to use its flurry of blows and attempt to hit you. Eve. 3 times? 4 times. 8. Natural 1. 12. And 22.
The last one will hit.
For that last one.
Just so I know, is this direct sunlight or no?
No.
No. Okay.
You have no sunlight.
Okay.
Hence the big red.
Okay. I just didn't know if it was
No, you're in a...
aesthetic or actual.
No, this is lava light.
Okay. So yeah, just the 22.
Yes, and you are going to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm letting you know that after this, Callisto is also using a reaction.
Okay.
Dex saving throw? 16.
What does it say? Not calculated. I believe that passes. So you do not get knocked prone. You suffer 1 point of damage.
Oh, cool. I guess, yeah.
Wait, no, wrong damage type.
What?
Hold on.
Michelle?
No.
7 points of damage.
Wow, now we're getting somewhere.
I rolled strength, not dexterity.
Okay. As a reaction, a blinding flame comes from Callisto's hands. Also make a dex saving throw.
17
That
is a pass.
passes. But you're also gonna make a constitution saving throw.
That is a fail.
That's a fail.
Yes.
You are blinded for,
Turns.
Huh?
For turns.
for turns. 3 turns. 3 rounds.
Alright.
So this one that is attacking Callisto, he produces the flame, it doesn't do any damage, but it does blind it for 3 rounds.
Xavier and Pendrell are both going to get stabbed by the sword spider. For 10 points of damage each. TC! We're coming for you next.
Give me, motherfucker.
Yeah, this one has a maul.
Like me.
Going to use sacred weapon on it as well.
Let's hear for boy. I don't know why that pops into my head. God, Cece is. I feel like she's gonna get hit. She needs to get real
19?
armor. 19 hits, yeah.
And 25.
Yeah, those both hit. Cece's investing in real armor after this.
8 points of damage and 16 points of damage.
8 and 16. Okie dokie.
And then Big Lance Spider is going to attempt to hit you as well.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna... 18 for first.
The hit.
27's for second.
The hit.
24 for third.
That hit.
And it is going to action surge and attack Rasmesis a couple times.
Oh, what's my damage?
Your damage is 13, 7, so 20, 27.
Okay. So that was 27. Okay, yeah.
As you are just getting poked and prodded.
It's nothing. This is nothing. I'm fine. That was more Australian than British.
Rasmesis 18. Rasmesis is going to deal 10 points of damage. No, 15 points of damage. Xavier and Pendrell on theirs. They're going to deal 23 again. Ow. And theirs is starting to look rocky. Cora Borealis, here it comes.
Or Borealis. It's gonna use Phantasmal Killer again, but at 6th level. So another wisdom saving throw.
I can tell you what, that's not gonna go good. That's gonna be a 10.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what,
I'll tell you what.
he's got a -1.
That is 45 damage.
I'll tell you what, not dead.
As flavor, if anyone's looking over towards Torleth, his eyes are glowing green.
Whoa!
Don't pay attention to that.
Whoa!
I'm paying attention and looking.
Can taste the eggs.
Eggy.
There is an egg within 500 feet of you
At all
times. Alright, Cece.
It's my turn. Okay, time to hit thing. Hit thing, go make number go big. Well, Raz has a pokey friend, so I'm gonna go for smashy friend. This is 15 hit.
On Smash You
Hello?
Friend?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No!
This is 26.
26
26?
doesn't hit?
No, 26 does hit.
Okay, 24?
Yes.
Okay.
Discord lag made it so that I didn't hear 26 until after.
It takes 28 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bonus action. Fighters have an ability. It's like a D. It's second wind.
wind?
It's like a. Isn't it like a D? It's a 10 plus
got it
your
right
level,
here.
right?
D10 plus fighter level, yeah.
And we're level
14.
14. I'm really bad at numbers. I'm sorry. I'm gonna heal 23. Wait, what? 20. Yeah, 23 HP.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Callisto.
Callisto uses his bonus action to take out Sunspot, light it on fire. And because this spider is blinded, he gets advantage. He gets 2 attacks with advantage. That's a nat 20 on the first one. Ooh.
Alright.
And a 24 on the second. So they both hit, right?
Yes.
First one is D8 slashing, D8 fire. Does the fire damage do anything? Does it double?
Yeah.
Okay. So I double the D6. Do I double both of them? I just want to know how I would do the math for
Just
it.
the D6.
Double the D6?
Yeah.
But this is a crit.
Oh, yeah. Then you double it all.
Would I triple the D6?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's just do some math real quick.
Okay, this is your chosen ability.
Yes.
For Sunspot. Okay. I'm sweating.
12 points of slashing, and then 12 points of fire. So 24 total for the first hit.
It's gone.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
okay. I'm cool with that. All right. Callisto just takes out Sunspot and just wails on it. It's blinded. It's on its last leg.
Do you just want to slice across the eyes?
Yeah, right across the eyes.
There's just juice.
That's gross, but at least you're gone.
And it drops to the ground dead, the sides clattering with a metallic wail. Strungus.
Okay, we'll go for 2 more attacks on this thing, because why not? Alright, first one. Reckless. Wow, that's kind of pathetic. That's a 14, which definitely isn't gonna hit, but second time's a charm. That's nothing. It's a 16. Neither of those attacks hit. That's my
Bruh.
turn, I guess.
And you wouldn't have any inspiration from anybody because Toraleth is.
That's unfortunate.
Oh.
That happens.
Yeah. Double attack on Tora. 15-26.
One of them hits.
12 points of damage from the one that hits. Pendril is going to take the brunt of the blow this time. Pendril is now at half health, and Xavier is attempting to protect Pendril. Blows on CC. 1, 2. That is a 21 and 17.
Those both hit.
11 points of damage and 11 points of damage.
22 total?
Yep.
Whoa, why did my HP go up again? I'm only at 91.
2 hits
That's
on
weird.
Raz. 23 points of damage. Raz is almost...
Wait, I have important news.
Yes.
My current health is 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Raz's current health is 58. His special demon transformation isn't giving him a special pool. This is his blood.
Oh.
That's not normal.
No, it's not. Should you be concerned? Maybe if you knew.
Very.
A little.
Maybe this wouldn't have happened if we were lizards.
Maybe.
Wouldn't have happened if we were lizards.
I'll tell you that.
The queen attempts to make 2 more strikes against you, Scrungus, but it is not able to. And one of them is a 1, so it starts to lose its grip on the gear and goes off kilter, granting you advantage for your next turn.
Okay.
Osmosis is going to deal damage.
Should.
Osmosis is going to deal 20 points of damage. Bitchfield and not Bitchfield are going to deal damage. Xavier Bitchfield is going to scooch Tendril out of the way, who's going to do his fire punches with the energy that he has. And Xavier is going to ignite Gara and slice open the head of it like lunch meat.
Yummy.
And he's just gonna stand on it and go. That's one down. Oh, Callisto already got one. Never mind. Yep.
You did good.
Tora.
Again, Phantasmal Killer.
Yep.
But
I hope Toraleth is okay. Oh.
so do I. 5th level. I only
Yes.
have 2, 1. Wisdom saving throw.
Going to be a 4.
Fails. That is 25 damage.
Only 25?
It was only 5d10,
Oh.
and most of them came out as 1s. 3 came out as 1.
It came out? Congrats.
So
What
true.
kind of lunch meat? Shaved ham. Next question. Cece, your turn.
Yay. I continue hit thing, make number go boom boom boom.
Go boom, boom, boom.
24, 14, 19. Does the 19 hit Smashy Friend?
Yes.
Yay, because he's rolling on Smashy Friend. Because Raz is doing a thing. Phew. So that's 2d12 plus 16. 37 damage on Smashy Boy.
Smashy Boy takes a lot of damage. But it's still smashing.
That's
Callisto.
fair.
Ashy Boy's still. Callisto will go up to this one, and just hit it with solar flare. Not solar flare, sunsponge.
You got a
Solar
little
flare.
little Bostonian there.
Solar
It was
flare.
full flare.
Shit, I did it again. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
On the first one,
Yeah.
and the second one might not hit. That's a. Hold on, 15.
No, that hits.
Wait, no, 19.
That hits.
Cool. Alright, so they both hit. Cool. D8 slashing, D8 fire. D6 fire. I'm messing up my words everywhere.
Grow up.
Double the D6, right?
Yep.
Alright. 12 fire damage and 3 slashing.
You add your dex.
Oh my god! You're so right! Oh, okay.
What is that?
Huh?
What is the dex?
My dex is a +5.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Alright, next
I
attack.
thought you were a Jasper.
Sure am.
I've got the damage in.
Okay.
Next roll.
Ooh!
Yep. Nope. It's gone.
Yeah! I rolled an 8 and a 6 on the die, so. Goes in with solar. I'm gonna Sunspot.
Just relax. All right,
Bye.
Scrungus.
Let's end this and properly this time so I don't flub 2 more fucking rolls in a row. I have advantage. Let's do this shit. 2 more swings. Well, that first one's a 26, so I'll roll with advantage, see if we can get higher. Yeah, that's a 26.
Quit.
You know what? Let's roll one more time, because
Crit.
why not?
Crit. Natural 20.
No, that's a 26. Okay. Well, the first one's a 26 to hit. Second one,
Natural 20.
advantage. That was one off of the natural 20. Hilarious.
Damn.
That's a 29 to hit, so both of those hit. And I will be rolling 4d6 plus my attack modifier. And that is hold just a minute. Do I have? I do. I can re-roll my damage dice. Thank you.
Oh!
Completely I forgot about this feat that I took. There we go. 20 points of damage.
I mean, not to inhale like that again.
Don't inhale like that again.
I'll do it.
How much damage?
20.
Well, give us a description.
Okay. So, Scrungus, being that he hasn't had much of an opportunity to properly use Ferris at this point, doesn't really feel like he's been doing much more than wildly swinging the blade around, because that's just how he's been accustomed to fighting in the past. But then he thinks about, just for a moment, as he reels back for these next 2 swings, how Balder goes about striking, and imitates his strikes with one heavy slash. Going one way, reels it back up, and lets out a ferocious as he drives Ferris into the spider. Realistically speaking, probably directly into the head of it.
You can almost feel like your imagination of Balder holding your hands like when you were younger, teaching you how to strike. That guidance once more as Ferris begins to cut through the armor like butter. One strike, and then the second. And you hear an agonizing groan as the mother of the spiders drops dead, and you can feel the life inch out of her. Looking around, you see that the other spiders freeze up, begin to cry out in pain, and they too also drop dead, severed from their current hive.
As Scrungus drives Ferris deeper and deeper into the head of the Queen Salder Spider, probably to the point where his 2 big, meaty hands are gripping the hilt, and that's, realistically speaking, all that can be seen because of just how deep he's driven it. He pulls out the blade, and it looks like he, for lack of a better term, snaps back to reality, and immediately is frantically looking around for Balder.
Pendrell notices you looking around, points his thumb off into the direction where Balder and Andrew were taken.
Grungus runs And not like his normal aggressive trudge, or even how he normally charges into battle. It's frantic, it's panicked, it's desperate. He can. He quickly closes the distance between the direction that Pendrell had pointed him in and where his two fathers are. And he's not really sure when, but the mask that's been being used to keep his jaw intact in the frenzy of battle, the one of the straps is snapped off, and it kind of just falls as he practically is sprinting on all fours to get to Balder. He kneels down beside his father. He struggles to speak. It's just
Balder at hearing Scrungus's voice, he had his eyes closed for a moment. He kind of like tightly shuts them and then opens them slightly. He has a grin on his face. And he looks at him for a moment, and then Balder starts coughing up blood. And once he starts speaking, you can see he is struggling to speak. And he can barely make the faces out of Scrungus and Andrew, but he can see how close Scrungus is to his face. And at this point, he is fading in and out of consciousness. He can't really make out what's coming out of his own mouth at this point. And then he probably notices Ferris in Scrungus' hands and goes to speak. Oh, Scrungus, you have Ferris. See how well it fits in your hands? I knew you'd take it from me one day. He takes a good moment to look at himself, the giant gash in his stomach that is in his skin that is pure metal that is being swept away by the acid from the hit he took. He is not doing good. And he looks back at Scrungus and he notices how afraid he looks. How he's going to... looks like he's just gonna break at any moment. And he starts being a little bit more serious now. And he, still not too thinking too hard on his words, he continues. Hey, I'm still here, Kier. Don't worry about me. When you left, I was still here waiting for you. And when I go, I'll be still waiting for you. I know what you're thinking right now. It's so plain to see for me because, again, you were just like me when I was younger. You're thinking of every mistake you've made up until now and how would it affected the outcome on the situation. From everything that I've learned in the 38 years I got to live on Valstrana, mistakes are bound to be made, and everything that has happened happens for a reason. There was no other outcome. Who knows what the gods have planned for us, Grungus? This might seem like some dark tragedy, and everything may look grave and blinded by the future. Someone a long time ago said to me, though night falls, dawn is just a sunrise away. Things will always get brighter, and I'll be waiting for you at the breakfast table. But for now, you have to protect the light that's inside you. And that is reflected off the people around you. Your friends. Become their shield. And the light of morning is always sunrise away. He seems to lose consciousness again, and becomes even woozier than before. He laughs weakly to himself as he touches the wound on the side of his stomach again, and kind of just shakes his head at himself, and he starts crying. His tears start just coming out of his eyes. He's not really... He still has that smile on his face. He kind of just weakly sighs and reaches out to Scrungus and gets closer to his face. Balder touches the side of Scrungus' face and then gently caresses his cheek. Staring intently at his features, mainly his eyes. Smile grows wider, still laughing to himself, and he's looking wistfully at Grungus. You look just like us, but you have Uther's eyes. His arm goes limp, slowly rests on his own chest. The light from Balder's eyes fades, but the smile remains.
Rungus is frozen. He does not move. He does not find himself able to speak. He barely even seems to blink at first, but slowly he can feel his body unlocking, and his joints let him reach out for Balder, but he's gone. And deep down, Rungus feels himself to blame for it. He tries to speak, but those same wimpy, guttural growls just are barely able to escape his throat. There's nothing he can bring himself to say right now.
Andrew is going to take Balder's cloak off of him. Gently drape it on Scrum. It isn't the circumstances we wanted for all of this, but I suppose by right, you are now our general. He always wanted you to take up his mantle.
Rungus is just barely able to move his body to shakily drape the cloak of Balder just a little closer to him. You can still feel his warmth, but he's just barely able to make out one singular sentence. Who is Uther?
Andrew takes a deep breath, and you're able to notice that he also has tears streaming as well, but is doing his best to keep his composure for. Uther is your biological father. Skrunga. Balder was your uncle, biologically. 20-odd years ago, well, 17 years ago, when you were just a baby, Uther decided that you weren't strong enough to tell how strong you were by the age of. You were left to the forest. In retaliation, Balder quickly left. He searched for you through the forest. Didn't find you at first, but eventually we were able to find you. I think Uther thought you wouldn't be strong enough. Look at you.
Rungus finally feels his joints and movement begin to return to him. And upon hearing the truth that Balder is his uncle, that somewhere out there, there is his real biological father, whoever this Uther person is. We've known Skrungus now for, in total, some odd 50 or so episodes, and there isn't much in the way of emotion that he's showcased. Mostly just wide, varying degrees of anger and anger-adjacent feelings. But the big guy finally breaks, and Andrew watches as what is now revealed to be his adoptive son have hot tears of grief stream down his face as Skrungus wails in despair. His big green fists slamming into the earth beneath him. Balder is gone, but Skrungus wasn't ready to say goodbye. Not even a little bit. Not much escapes the big lug's toothy maw other than sobs and the occasional mention of his adoptive father's name. Balder. Balder. After uncomfortable period of mourning, Strungus begins to speak.
Me will change. Me will change. Me sorry, Balder. Me wanted to be like you. Me become warrior like you. Strongest have been only sword, but now he be shield too for Balder.
He just bows his head to the floor and sobs in silence. That's all he can do. That's all he has left.
After a longer period of mourning, eventually you hear gentle footsteps walking over to you. Peering towards you, almost through you, to Balder's body, stands a cloaked figure.
Scrungus, hearing these footsteps, slowly turns to face this figure, whoever they are. And you can see that he initially goes to grip for Ferris. But then he catches the figure appearance and notices the glowing eye.
You. Strongest remember you.
He turns as much as he can without finding himself in a state of emotional turmoil.
You know hurt, Balder.
Now, kid, I'm not here to hurt Balder. We haven't properly met before. Some call me a Reaper. There at the moments of death. Sorry I was late. Balder was an old friend of mine. So was Andrew. Nods over to him. Andrew nods back and puts a hand on your shoulder, Scrungus. Really isn't how we wanted the introduction to go, but there's a lot to take in.
Rungus, who has been bowing his head in the midst of his mourning of Balder, tries to meet the figure face to face and slowly lumbers towards him.
The figure is actually going to meet you and is going to crouch next to Balder and give you a nod, and you watch as the figure speaks a little prayer. His hand on Balder's chest rises with something invisible and cups something in the air and whispers a goodbye. So, we've had this plan. Not for Balder to pass, but for you to take Ferris. For you to get some people you could trust. Get them away from Mathandi.
Scrungus's brow furrows at this initial revelation.
Why?
Because he's nowhere near the man he says he is. The danger. He can't be allowed to get all the weapons and everyone together. We needed you. Gain everybody's trust who you could. And we planned to eventually meet under better circumstances. So we could put together our own rebellion, I guess, to try and stop him.
Ooh, me. Trust.
That's
can
up to
see
you.
The big meaning green over here kind of blinks vacantly in the direction of where the rest of everyone else had been. You can see that Scrungus, who's been facing towards this hooded reaper of sorts, just slowly lumbers inches closer.
Then we need to trust you. If Balder trusted you, then so will Scrungus. But who are you?
Not exactly safe for me to say that at this second, but take your friends. Meet me in Row. Not far from here. Hopped a boat there with the help of Kyson and Ciel. Short
Strongest-
walk outside, you'll be able to make it there with the cover of the rest of the refugees going in.
Strungus is forlorn as he looks between the cloaked reaper, his adoptive father Andrew, and the now still smiling body of his not only adoptive father, but his uncle Balder. And he somberly, solemnly nods.
Okay. Me trust you.
I'll take care of Balder here. Not the first time I've had to bury a friend this year.
You,
Hopefully it's the last.
Strungus kind of, as the figure begins to edge closer towards Balder to properly, go about the means of care for him, Strungus kind of startles quickly, and when the two probably see him begin to go into a slight state of panic, you can see he steadies himself with what little bit of composure he has left, and just turns towards the figure.
you keep him safe, please.
I will.
And then He somberly nods once more.
Okay. Then Scrungus will.
You can see that as he's rising to his feet for a final time, he stares at Balder. A few more hot tears of grief fall at his feet. One probably lands on Balder's face.
See you soon. Goodbye.
Mm. His head drops to a bow as he begins to cry again. He begins to lumber off. The entire time, just walking with his back towards the way that he came from, not breaking eye contact with Baldur's still body. Andrew can probably hear him mutter,
Poor Balder.
as he finally takes a deep breath in, a deep breath out, turns towards the entranceway, and lumbers out the door. He pulls the cloak of his uncle closer to him as he does so.
And on that beat, Rungus's weapon arc concluded. Everybody take a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in. Next week is our mid-season finale. We will discover the figures' true intentions. We will see what happens. Join us next week.
Please join us for our mid-season finale next week. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you all being here. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week for our big anticipated mid-season finale. Thank you so much, and I think for tonight, we're going to raid somebody? Maybe?
But first, Tyler, do you have closing words for us?
Just get on close to the mic here. I've been, properly considering the best way of going about this. I need to culminate all the feelings swelling inside me, but I think I know what I want to say.
Funny.
God!